Have you ever been in the middle of a rowing workout, giving your all on an intense workout session, and then all of a sudden your arms, forearms, grip, everything starts to burn while your legs and back feel like they have more energy in them? Today we're going to talk about arm fatigue and how to prevent it so that you can give more energy, more effort in the right places during those rowing workouts. So if we think about the rowing stroke, where does most of the power from rowing come from? It's definitely not your arms, because legs will almost always be bigger and stronger than arms. Now I know that there are guys that skip leg day, but still your legs are most likely going to be always stronger than your arms. So if we're doing an intense workout, we're giving it our all, we want to make sure that our legs are fatiguing first, because these are going to be able to sustain the most amount of power. Once these start to fail, then we truly know, all right, we're gassing out, we're almost done. But if our arms start to fail us before we start feeling really fatigued in our legs and our back, that means we can do some things to address our grip and how we're holding the handle to help prevent that from happening in the first place. So the first thing we want to think about is how we actually grip the handle. When you're holding on to the rowing handle throughout the rowing strokes, at no point should you be death gripping the handle. You should never be holding on so tight like it's going to fall out of your arms. Because you can see right here, even looking at my arms, if I'm death gripping the handle, check my arm out here, it's really tense all of a sudden if I'm gripping really hard on that handle. So how do we want to think about holding the handle? You want to think about holding the handle in your fingertips, okay? You're given just enough grip so that the handle doesn't fly out as you drive backwards with your legs. There's absolutely no need to hold on to this for dear life as we take the strokes, when we can minimize the usage of our forearms and minimize that grip strength by keeping the handle in our fingertips as we row. So I want you to think about how you grip the handle. Do you hold on for dear life? Do you keep it in your fingertips, or are you somewhere in between? Think about that next time you're taking a stroke, to try to keep the handle just in the fingers. Keep your wrists nice and neutral, thumbs relaxed. That's going to be the first step to help minimize arm fatigue during your rowing workouts. The next thing we need to address is what's called breaking your arms. And breaking your arms can happen at any point during the rowing stroke. And the idea with that is that we're using our arms before we've pressed the legs all the way down, before we've swung open with our back. We're engaging our arms before then, and because if we're using our arms throughout the majority of the stroke by bending them early during the leg drive or during the body swing, your arms are going to start feeling fatigued way sooner than your legs and back. So how do you know if you're breaking your arms or not? Well, just take a look as you're taking the strokes. Are your arms bending at any point during the stroke, except for that last bit of the stroke where you're supposed to finish with the arms? The idea while we're taking the strokes is to keep our arms straight, again, handle relaxed in the fingertips, as long as possible until the last thing we need to do is pull in the arms. So what can you do? What's a drill to help you emphasize that? During your next warm-up, try giving some legs and body strokes a try. So with legs and body strokes, it's almost just like a full stroke, except we're not adding any arms at the end. Not only is this going to help you understand that keeping your arms straight and relaxed throughout the stroke is important to prevent arm fatigue, but it's also going to help emphasize the importance of the stroke sequence. Now, a tendency for some people during this is to swing back super far with their body to try to get as much length as possible. But remember, this is a drill. This is a drill to help us practice proper rowing. So make sure that when you swing past doing legs and body strokes, that you lean back only to the point where you would when you're regularly taking the strokes. I suggest doing about 1 to 2 minutes of legs and body strokes to help you emphasize straight arms until the last bit of the strokes. So after about 1 to 2 minutes of legs and body strokes, then finish with the arms. Make those full strokes happen, and you'll understand that, oh, the arms only need to be used at the very end of the stroke. So those two things, keeping the light grip on the handle and arms nice and straight until the final part of the stroke where we bring in our arms, those are going to be the two main keys to help you prevent arm fatigue. Because remember, when we're rowing intensely, we want our big muscle groups to fail first. We don't want to be brought down and have to stop our workout short of our full effort because our arms are hurting. Really? So keep those arms straight, keep that grip relaxed, and you'll be on your way to more successful rowing and allowing you to add more power where it needs to be. All right, guys, that's it for this video. Let me know if you've got any questions down below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.